I'm Dr. Ben Newman, and I'm a coronavirologist. I'm going to try and answer some questions. So the next question is from Kelly Beth. I'm assuming you're coming from the American South where we use two names. Yeah. If you're coming from perhaps the south of England or the Netherlands or something, then oh well. Yeah. welcome, welcome to Texas. Let's see. All right, Ms. Kelly, let's talk. Let's see. I'm sorry, I made this a little bit small. I have to scrunch. Yeah. We just listened to your video about schools reopening and have a follow up question. What are your thoughts on air purifiers in classrooms to combat the low airflow issue? Yeah, not the most efficient things, but they're doing something. It's just not enough to really make it safe, but it's a little safer. Yeah. And safer is better than less safe, right? So, yeah, not bad, but for my money, I would rather have a couple of those real big, sort of square fans. Like I think you see them in the '70s in New York City, and they just have them like jammed in a window, right? Sort of before air conditioners are all over the place. Fans like that, I think, are going to generate more airflow, and you can set them up in such a way that you're pushing air basically out of the classroom. You can make yourself what is effectively a negative pressure room. I think, yeah, negative pressure room. Yeah, if you're pushing all the air out from there. No, positive pressure room would push the air out. Yeah, whatever. You're just moving air that way. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's early. Yeah. Let's see. So we've heard that some purifiers churn air at a rate similar to open air or outdoors. That would be impressive. But if it's just one of these little boxes like that, like I've seen in Sharper Image or whatever, those are not going to churn through that much air. You would be able to feel a mighty wind coming out of a machine because I'm outside right now, and just imagine all the air that is sort of flowing around from different directions. Generating all that from one point you're gonna notice it. I think even one of those Dyson fans that I think generates a lot of airflow would have trouble doing it on its own. I think the air purifying part is probably oversold. The air turbulence seems to knock out a lot of the virus, although not all of it. And yeah, like we've been saying from the beginning, inside is not as safe as outside, unless there's nobody else there and hasn't been for the last hour or so. Yeah, you just don't want shared indoor spaces because this virus will find a way. Yeah, if you leave the door open, the virus will find its way in. Basically, yeah. So, yeah, I would be interested to see that air purifier, and what it's got to do is 3 liters per second per like person who could occupy that space, and yeah, for like a classroom where you could have, I don't know, socially distanced 15, or some places where they run out of subs, they're having to cram the full 30 or so in there. That's a lot of that would be like a big, loud, industrial type machine. But those exist. It's just that they're usually out of the price range of, I don't know, most people or school systems. They'd just be, yeah, kind of expensive. But if you got one, yeah, definitely use it. It's better to have it on than not. And yeah, you may be able to just supplement it with a cheap fan. I think fans are probably the most cost-effective way to push air around and generate good airflow in a closed space. If you have to be there, which I know some people do have to be there. So there we go. Thanks very much. This has been Ask Dr. Ben.